Please, Mr. Tata Wijaya, are you ready? Yep.
I'm ready, Mr. This is
Settlement culture and the formation of public open space
my
on the
presentation.
bank of the Kayan River. This research explores how to the settlement culture development along the bank of the Kayan River contribution to the formation of public open space. This presentation will delve deeper into the relation between the community living by the river and their surrounding environment, as well as how this interaction shape the vital social space with the community. Introduction: the settlements along the Kayan River are an integral part of the history and culture of Palangkaraya city. The lowland topography influenced by the river flow and the surrounding swamp has shaped the way of life for the local community. This river-based lifestyle play a crucial role in the formation of public open space used by the community for various social and cultural purposes. This is a river settlement in the city of Palangkaraya. And then research objectivity and methodology. This research aims to identify and understand how the settlement culture along the Kayan River influenced the formation of public open space. The main focus is to explore the strength of and development in public open space as a result of the culture interactive of the community with their natural environment. To achieve this objective, the research employ a qualitative method with the phenomenology approach. Data were collected through file survey, in-depth interview, and the secondary data analysis, enabling the research to gain a comprehensive understanding of the how local culture shape public open space. And then literature review. The research also examined the literature on how culture and social value influence the architecture, design, and spatial arrangement of the settlement, particularly in the riverside area. Social culture and environmental factors play an important role in the shaping the characteristic and settlement in this area. This understanding is crucial for designing sustainable settlement that meet the need of the local community. Rappaport explained that a form a settlement is a reflection of the culture, the people who inhabit the area. The settlement is not merely a collection of physical buildings, but also the result of social interaction, culture, value, and belief that develop with the community. And Core et al. Describe that public space are the result of interaction and the communication process among individuals or group, and the functional of the space develop according to the social culture need of the community that asks them. A settlement profile and the settlement profile along the Kahayan River area predominantly inhabited by the Dayak, Banjar, and Madura community, reflecting the ethnic diversity that influence that use and the organization of public open space. The majority of households had a high school education, and then majority of the population practice Islam followed by Christianity and the Hindu or Kaharingan. This demographic characteristic provide insight in how social and cultural value are applied of the use of public open space. Physical condition in river settlement. The settlement along the Kahayan River area characterized by the steel house built on the pillar to avoid flooding. The linear pattern of the route following this river's flow reflects that community adaptation to the dynamic environmental condition. The high density and the low income of the population indicated that this settlement have development organically without strict technical planning. And then research finding of the public open space in the riverside settlement serve as important content of the social interaction. There are three main types of the space between stall house, between footpath and house, and the between footpath. This space become gathering place for residents to act in various social activity, ultimately strengthening social cohesion and the community identity. Discussion: the settlement culture influence of the open space. The diversity settlement culture influence of the formation and use of public open space. The influence of religion, ethnical, and the local tradition is clearly visible in the organization of this space. Culture influence of the open space. The settlement culture is influenced by ethnic and religion diversity shaping public open space. Setting culture in the settlement. The setting culture is influenced by physical environmental conditions such as flooding and river topography. Environmental adaptation. The community adapted to the river environmental create space. The area responds to the change natural condition. And the last conclusion, settlement culture and the open space. This research concludes that the settlement culture along the Kahayan River significantly influenced the formation of public open space. Internal and external factors from the both environmental drive the development of the settlement culture. And the second culture influence of the open space, this discussion on how the settlement culture influenced by the ethnic and religion diversity sub public open space. The settling culture is also affected by physical environmental conditions such as flooding and the river topography. The demography and the social economy profile provide insight into the need and the preference for using public open space in the river side settlement along the Kahayan River. Ethnic and religion in diversity create complex social dynamic and the influence the typic of the activity conclusion in the public space. Education level and the type of the employment also impact how the resident utilize open space, whether it's venue for the informal economic activities such as trading or as a place for socializing and the practicing culture tradition. Public open space in the settlement become center of social life where the residents from diverse backgrounds can interest and the main social cohesion with their community. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for the presentation, Mr. Faisal. So now we have a discussion session before we open the question to itu apa ya peserta di sini. We have a question from Zoom. Yeah, please you can show it. Okay, the first question is for Mr. Wibisono. If you use specific text analysis as a method to measure and visualize how space in the village are connected to each other and how the spatial configuration affect movement, social interaction, and use of text by resident. I didn't see you make connection by comparing spatial configuration before and after the Kampung Deret arrangement program. This question from Mandarin Pinggir. Okay, Mr. Wibisono, you can answer.
Yeah, thank you for the question. Actually, for them, yeah, actually, I have the limitation of the time to explain about the uh, connection between the question deck and the maps after the that we did after saying the mapping of the social nodes on economic um, the economic axis of the area. So yeah, actually, I should explain on the maps. And I would like to say also that actually this is the limitation of our study. This is kind of the pre-research to be more investigating about the before after carbon dioxide configuration. So this is only the comparing by the carbon dioxide and the surrounding network. We haven't and it's going to be our future research by comparing the before after the study during the previous the earlier phase of the among the program after 10 years. So I think that's my answer for this question.
Okay, thank you for the answer, Mr. Wibisono. And Mr. Mandarin Pinggir is, oh, okay. Enough, yeah, I think. So, is there any question from Mr. Christian here, please? Okay. Thank you for the time. I want to ask for the first presentation about adaptive reuse of urban building. If I agree with your argument that the building is need for adaptive reuse, so my question is right now, how about the status of tenure of the building? Because it's important, yeah. If you want to make it revitalization as a resident, or maybe you change for the another function, I think status of tenure is very important thing. Yeah, it is for the first presentation, and then I want to discuss with Bu Ayu. Yeah, Bu. You said in your abstract that I read, I have read, it said that crowding is make no problem for the somebody who has go to a night market. But I made the quote. I think if Malioboro is quiet, it's bored. Yeah, no, it's quiet. I think it's bored. So night market, it's the not only we want to buy something, but
we need to see something, yeah, because in psychology said that another people is see another people is like our interesting for the another people, but uh, my it is the first just for this question, and my question is you make in this is facility attractive, safety and comfort, which one is more impact from the three aspect? You said it in this abstract is facilitate, attractive, safety, and comfort. Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you. Uh, there are two questions. Yeah, the first question is for the first presenter, Ms. Nabila Aufaisa and team. Please,
Yes,
you can ask
ya
them.
here. Ini langsung dijawab atau bagaimana?
Oke, langsung dijawab.
Okay, thank you. First, what's the name of the person who questioned to my team?
My name is Robin.
Okay,
Robin.
hello Robin. From?
From Universitas Sumatera Utara.
Oh, nice to meet you, Pak Robin. Pak Robin or Mas Robin, yeah. Okay, I would like to answer your question. In my opinion, the Satan building must be developed to heritage residential building also, because the functions right now is for the residential for Chinese ethnic, but actually the problem is we don't know right now who is the owner of the building. So maybe it should be government Surabaya government city to the homework of the government to searching who's the owner right now, and then the revitalization can be adaptive reuse for the residential unit for maybe the household who is resident in that building right now, or maybe next another community. Maybe my team, Nabila or Laila, have another perspective or another opinion, please.
Maybe I think the same way with my teammates. Our proposal remains as shared housings, but yeah, the same problem is still we didn't found the true owner of the building. So yeah, maybe that's gonna be the how is it called, homework for the governments. Maybe that's all.
Okay, that's the answer, Mr. Robin. Okay, thank you. And then the second question is for Ms. Ayu Fitranantia. Okay, please answer.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Robin, for the question. I would like to ask to answer the first question. Why would crowding here is stated not significant? Because yes, I with some theory also that's why I propose this attribute crowding. But as we can see that it is really hard to capture the impression of people because this is a complex process. And maybe there are some aspects here in my research, maybe the question or something that can capture that. That's why the result is not significant. And I propose for the research that using deeper methods such as qualitative method, which is give conversation with the visitor and why they're go there. Maybe they're not just for browsing, maybe just enjoying the atmosphere or any other. And then for the second question is what is the most significant among those factors? According to the data, the most significant is the facility. Why? Because maybe, in my opinion, it is objective, like everyone can see it. It is the tangible object that, like, you see the glass, you see the glass. But it is different to the other aspects such as crowding and atmosphere, because it is quite different how people perceive that situation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the answer. Is there any question for the session? Okay, yeah, I think it's enough for this session. Thank you for all presenter. Yeah, it's a nice research and nice finding and also discussion. Okay, now we have to move to room number 1 to attend the closing of the ICIAP 2024. Now, please, we move to room number 1. Thank you, everyone, and good evening.
Thank you, Pak Doni. Thank you, everybody.